If you're planning on buying any cards from TCG Player, make sure you use our affiliate link right here in the description of our video to help support the channel. It's the best way to do it and it's free. And if you need any code cards, make sure you check out Potown Store for automatic email delivery and use code Tablemon for 5% off all your purchases. Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new day of Road to TCG World 2020. Thank you so much for joining me today. And joining us is Sol. Ben? Ben Preciosa? Ben? She doesn't want to come over here just yet. She's looking at me like, why are we not outside? Anyways, QUAGING got top 16 at the Open, played by Jonathan Croxton, who infamously got top 8 at 3 different expanded regionals with Shock Lock. Yeah, so a really good player, and he ended up using this deck to a very solid finish of top 16 at the Open. So the deck focuses around Quagsir's ability Washout 120 HP, and with Washout we get to move a water energy from one of your bench Pokemon to your active Pokemon, so a very nice ability to transfer energy around. And the attack Hydro Pump deals 60 damage plus 20 more for times the amount of water energy attached to this Pokemon. So for 4 energy, you are one-hit KOing a Rashizard, which is also a very nice aspect of this card. And we have Nagnadel with the charging up ability. You get to attach an energy from this card to itself, but thanks to Quagsire we can move it to the right Pokemon. Psychic typing is also pretty decent, and Turning Point deals a solid 80 damage, but if we're at exactly 3 prices, then we can deal 160 more. And now, other attackers that we have in this deck are the Keldeo GX with a Pure Card ability. We've seen Keldeo GX wreck people before when I was using it with Victini, and also with the Bronzong pairing. Because Pure Card prevents all effects of attacks, including damage done to its Pokemon by your opponent's Pokemon GX or Pokemon EX. And of course, we know that both Pokemon GX and Pokemon EX are very popular right now. Finally, we have Sonic Edge, which deals 110 damage and ignores all effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. And we also have Resolute Blade GX, which deals 50 damage times each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Even if your opponent has a full bench, that's actually not enough anymore to deal a one-hit KO to the big 270 HP monsters, but it's still a nice way to deal that little bit of extra damage. Now we also have a Magikarp Wheeler Tag Team GX with a humongous 300 HP, dealing 180 damage for 5 energies, and using Towering Splash we can deal 10 damage for a water energy, or we can deal 100 damage to all of the bench Pokemon by having 7 extra water energies attached. We have a Ditto Prism Star because we do have 2 stage 1 lines, and finally we have a Dedenne in order to be able to have that extra little bit of draw power. Supporters wise, we have 4 Lily for Cynthia, 2 Arikas, along with 2 Pokegears. We also have 4 Pokemon Communication. We have a very healthy amount of Pokemon, and we need to be finding those Whoopers and Quagsires as soon as possible. We do have Mysterious Treasures to help in finding the Nagnadel line, but the Quagsire line is of course the more important one. We have Triple Radiant Forest to help us find energy and also get energy into the discard pile to accelerate energy with Nagnadel, and we have our 4 Custom Catcher to target down opponents. The one of a Skateboard to potentially help with retreating, and so let's go into the ladder to see if we can get some wins with this deck. We shall see. Okay. And then after this, guys, I feel like I've pretty much covered every single potentially viable deck. I feel like I'm at that point where I featured every single potentially viable deck that's been showcased at Worlds or the Open. That's not like a very obvious repeat, right, from other decks. So I don't know, I feel like I want to shake it up a little bit, and I feel like it's either we play a little bit of Expanded yeah, which a lot of people have been asking about. I know people are having expanded cups and challenges and stuff like that. So that is option number 1, right? But option number 2 is, I feel like I start Keldeo here. Option number 2 is I take something like the Mewtwo and Mew deck, yeah, and I was thinking of trying to get to 10 wins, yeah, like having the top tier decks and trying to get to 10 wins with a variety of decks. I think that could prove to be a nice challenge, yeah, a nice way to have variety, and instead of just featuring like 2 or 3 games with one deck, having a bit more of continuity, yeah, and instead of playing 10 games, it's like getting to 10 wins means it's gonna be over 10 games unless I go completely undefeated, and we will end up playing a variety of games, yeah. I'm not so sure that's gonna be very successful on YouTube, but I feel like doing that live on Twitch would be a good idea. So the challenge of 10 games, so not 10 wins, just 10 games. I mean, either way, tomorrow I'm gonna be battling against you guys with meta decks, yeah, so we'll definitely be doing that. Or, I mean, I guess we could do both. Okay, so what? My opponent just gets completely intimidated by our Keldeo and decides to call it quits, yeah, decides to call it quits. So the challenge of 10 games or 10 wins, Brotissimo? 10 wins, I imagine, right? I don't know, I feel like that could be some nice variety. The Astronomicon, yeah, I mean, it's the list I just used is the one from Worlds. Yeah, it's the one from Worlds that got either 9th place or 10th place. Yeah, it's actually the it's actually the, wow, it's neither, never mind. It's the 14th. Yeah, the 14th place deck is the one I used from Worlds. I'll leave the link here in the chat, the Astronomicon, yeah? So you can check it out. But that's the one I just used on stream. That worked out pretty nicely, right? We did get that one awkward game, but okay, now this tag team I don't want to start with, right? Because it doesn't have the protection of Keldeo GX's ability, and it's worth 3 prizes. So we see a Shrine, we see a Last Thunder Prism Star, a card that has been seeing more play in order to help with the Mewtwo matchup, right? No worries, the Astronomicon. I left you the link right there on chat. Yeah. Okay, and now we have a solid supporter, so we don't have to rely on the Pokegear. And I even top deck a Lily, so that's pretty nice. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna Pokegear away the Magikarp and Wailord, right? And I'm gonna grab one of my 2 Woopers, since I have 2 of them priced. And then I definitely think attaching energy to the Wooper is good, attaching this. And then I'm actually gonna purposely fail the Pokegear, because I already have 2 supporters, one for this turn, one for the next turn. So I am going to fail that Pokegear and just get a bunch of basics, which is generally all you want with this deck. This is generally all you want. Now, there is a chance that my Poibol just goes down, so I'd rather keep my escape board alive, right? And then my opponent is very sad that we are using Quacknack. No worries, the Astronomicon. My opponent is very sad that we are using Quacknack. I don't believe we're gonna get a knockout next turn. We'd have to get super lucky in order to get a knockout next turn. But we might be able to deal some damage. And if we get a Keldeo and my opponent doesn't get exactly 3 energies off of Welder, which now he won't. Yeah, our Keldeo should be safe-ish, because there's still Power Plant, right? There's still the threat of Power Plant, but I think it'll be okay. Or I could just use Quagsire. Like, in order for me to actually get a knockout, I need both Viridian Forest and Treasure, or Dedenne. I need, like, to discard 2 waters, and I need to find a second Nagnadel. That's the only way I can pull this off. Keldeo is not an option, never mind. So I might just end up dealing like 240 damage, which is also okay, right? It's also okay. It is also okay. So decent top deck, though not useful right now. I spread the thing right there, and then I feel like I'll attach to the Whooper, and then I'll Cynthia. Because at any point if I want or can't get the energy... Oh, what? I got exactly 2 waters and the Dedenne. This is insane. Adding Volcanion Prism could be a good option for this deck, yes. Right, you get an extra way to discard energy. It's a really powerful attacker as well. That was an insane Cynthia though. That was incredibly lucky on my part. And now I have 4 energies. This guy is definitely going down. Our Quagsire is definitely going to be safe, right? So one issue for this deck is that the thing that keeps energy. Yeah, there's a victory. The thing that keeps energy rotated. I forgot the name. Where if your Pokemon got knocked out, you transfer 3 energy from one to the other. So that's why you need extra Nagnadels in play, and you have to be very careful with your energy. That was an insane Dedenne. That was incredibly lucky. Like, that should not have happened. That does not happen on average, is what I mean. It is possible, right? I did have some combination of cards that would have allowed for this to happen, but it was just not very likely. Okay. Okay. So very nice coin with the Tablemon. Yeah, you guys see the Tablemon right there? There's the Tablemon Pikachu. But yeah, Jedi, definitely adding Volcanion Prism Star could be an option for this deck. Hard to say what you would take out though. Though maybe 2 Keldeo, 1 Volcanion, 1 Magikarp and Wailord is probably okay. I wouldn't mind doing that change, honestly. I wouldn't mind doing that change. Okay, so there's the Poipo. Seems like we are up against either Blacephalon or Darkbugs or Mirror Match, but we find out we're up against Blacephalon, which is potentially another good matchup for us. Well, we see a Turtonator, so it's definitely not the Shintaro version of Blacephalon. And no, Jedi, there's no more Ultra Balls and stuff to search for the Quacks. You need the 4 Quagsire because you really need to draw into it. Pokemon Communication is a really bad card to have to rely on. So I would first cut the Keldeo before cutting a Nagnadel. I would not go anything less than the 4/4 Nagnadel. I mean, Quagsire and Nagnadel. Yeah. Okay, so right off the bat, we see the Turtonator being practiced. Oh, this could just be Turtonator Nag. That could also be a thing. This could just be Turtonator Nag. I feel like I'm gonna use this to discard a water. I like that. I actually don't mind that. I actually do not mind that. Okay, so yeah, let's Giant Hearth 1 energy. 2 Whoopers are prized again, at least the Ditto is not prized. So the Keldeo is not going to be super useful here. And I'll do this. And now I'll get rid of a water. So this is all deck thinning. Yeah, I'm not going to play those guys. And then I'll just Cynthia. Iffy hand. It does allow for a turn 2 KO of this guy, which is nice, right? As long as I find a Nagnadel, I do have the turn 2 KO, but another Whooper would have been nice to find. So we see the energy attachment. Hopefully, if double custom catcher on the Ditto Prism would be very harsh for us. So we'll see if my opponent can get that off the builds, maybe. I feel like if it was there, he would have already grabbed it, right? It would have been an immediate grab. Would have been an immediate grab. We'll see. Custom catcher and Dragon Talon. So maybe he has the other custom catcher already in hand. I mean, that does mean we get delayed a turn, which is not the end of the world, but it's not great either, of course. Dragon Talon, so every time we attack that guy, we get 30 damage back. And there it is. There it is. Okay, so that's definitely bad news, right? It's not the end of the world, because my opponent might not be able to have a follow-up KO here. Oh no, he does, because it's only one energy, never mind. Okay, so I'll lose a Poiple. It's not the biggest of deals. Eye Opener actually seems like a decent call here. I actually like using Eye Opener here. I actually do, because the Whoopers are so key that being able to target the Whoopers is gonna be so impactful. Yeah, this guy. I'll establish the Whooper. If my opponent has double custom catcher once more off of that 3-card hand, what can I say, right? What can I say? So we're gonna go Eye Opener, and then the Whoopers are at the top, right? I need to remember that. The Whoopers are at the top and the Detenes here. So these are the important prizes. The upside down, the number 1, yeah? The number 1. The last energy could be important at some point. I doubt it. But at the very least, these two are the most important, and then the Detene could be important. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I need to remember that. The top prizes are the Whoopers. Please, chat, help me remember that. Why aren't you playing the shiny variants, Munchlax? Oh, because they didn't give them to me. They gave me every shiny card except the Dragon Majesty ones for some reason. So I need to remind them to give them to me. Oh my gosh. I was about to curse. I was genuinely about to curse at my opponent. I was genuinely about to curse at my opponent for having double custom catcher once again. I was this close. This close. Okay. So now this Quagsire is definitely gonna live for quite a while. Right? Thank you, Zerpandage. Very kind of you. So I'll attach and then I'll Cynthium. Okay, now we're in a great spot. I'm not gonna focus on Keldeo at all. So I'll just establish another Poiple. It's Whooper, Whooper, Detene, Water, Mysterious Treasure, Keldeo, I believe. So, and now, now it's looking like I'm sitting very pretty here, right? Now it's looking like I'm sitting very pretty here. I'll wash out. If I do what? Jedi. That's enough, right? For the KO, it is enough. And then I'll Hydro Pump 120, get the KO, get 3 damage counters back, that's fine. And click on the Whooper, Pablo. There you go, very good. There you go. Oh, swear at my opponent, yeah. I was very close though. I was very close. I was very tempted. When the game showed the custom catcher, I was like, no way. No way. Okay. So we're in a good spot. The Turtonator, like, the first Turtonator took 2 prizes. This second one, we only take 1. Yeah, and our Quagsire takes 2 prizes. So eventually this will even out. Yeah, and my opponent relies so much on Welder that I think we're in a good spot here. And if I manage to get double Custom Catcher here somehow, then that's just GG. I would imagine, but just 1 Custom Catcher. I mean, getting energy into play is the most important thing, right? So that I have the backup for the Quag. And I definitely need to get this KO, so I'll Hydro Pump for 140 now. That's 1 less energy as well for my opponent. 1 less energy in play right now, and 1 less resource. Okay, so do I want the Dene? I don't need the Mysterious Treasure. I don't need the Keldeo. I don't need the water, definitely. So it's the Dene or Wooper. Now that I have triple Quag, I actually feel like the Dene is better because my hand is also dead. So the Eye Opener was actually pretty nice. Otherwise I would have grabbed the energy first, then the Keldeo, which both of them would have been relatively useless at this point. But now I have triple Whooper, I'm fine. My opponent finds a Welder. So sure, we lose a Quag. Still needs to get rid of 3 energies, and he's still ahead in the price trade-off, but there's no way he gets 3 more back-to-back knockouts to keep up with our back-to-back knockouts, so I'm not too worried. I am generally not too worried. We see the Nag. We see the Welder. For 2, that's fine. So yeah, gets another knockout. In this non-GX versus non-GX battle, I'm definitely more self-sufficient than he is because of the energy transfer. I don't rely on Welder. There's no way I miss knockout next turn. The loss of energy is a little bit harsh, but I get half of them back, so it's not bad. He might be able to get another KO next turn. Well, he will be able to, rather, with the Knack, because he'll be at 3 prizes. So maybe there was merit to grabbing the Keldeo. Like, taking a KO with Keldeo this turn doesn't seem terrible, now that I think about it. Just to prevent the Nag from taking a prize. Although the Keldeo doesn't really KO the Nag. The Nag. This is fine. This is fine. Wow, wait, what? Why would you discard the energy from the Nagnadel? That was your only saving grace. That's such a bad play from my opponent. That is actually such a bad play from my opponent. Wow. But I mean, that's why coaching helps, guys. Wow, that was a terrible play from my opponent. And then charging up. And then we'll go washouts. 1 from each, I think is enough. That was such a bad play. Unless he's holding another Welder. That's enough, right? 120, yes. But I mean, why waste a Welder when that Welder could have been to another turret, right? Okay, so now the energy is tempting. But I feel like now we grab the Whooper. The Treasure and the Keldeo were definitely not good ideas. Now it was definitely the Whooper. Ooh, Blacephalon. To prevent me from stalling the turret? I mean, I was never not going to take a knockout on the Turtonator, so I don't think so. I was never not going to take a knockout. But see, like, now my opponent attached. I mean, he's probably playing B-strings, I assume. After seeing this, he must be, right? But then why attach? I have no idea what my opponent's doing. But this is where we turn around the price trade-off. Here is where we turn around the price trade-off. If I top deck a play all card, I can recast. I can double custom catcher, that should be the game. Like, he only needed to leave one energy on the Nag. That's all he needed to do, right? Because then he goes attached, charging up, and he has 3, and he gets knockout. And then I would be worried, because he would have the GX attack to potentially win. Because, like, if you leave 2 energies on the turret and 1 energy on the back, no matter which one goes down, you have the other one to get a return KO. But by leaving 3 on the active and 0 on the bench, he won't be able to attack this turn, which is awful. Right? You need to be taking a prize every single turn. And he would have had this guaranteed prize, and then the guaranteed prize off of the GX attack from Blacephalon. So he would have just needed to find one prize to get to, one way to get a KO. And you eliminate the Quag, and you eliminate energies. Yeah, that's also a very important factor. Eliminating energies. Now he just has to retreat. And he lost a turn where I'm able to turn around the price trade-off. Yeah. So really, really bad play from my opponent right there. And there's no more custom catchers, all 4 are gone, so the Dene is completely safe. Lily for 1, unfortunately here. Energy is a decent card to get. I'll just attach here. I'll charging up. And then from my prices, now I'm gonna grab the Mysterious Treasure. Right? Now I grab the Mysterious Treasure because this is Keldeo Water and Mysterious Treasure. Now I grab the Mysterious Treasure because that allows me to thin my hand so I can at least Ericas to try to find the other custom catcher. I have 3 left in the deck, no more Cynthias left. So I'm really hoping my opponent overextends. Or he can just promote the Blacephalon and immediately lose. That also works. That also works. Why are you not playing Shiny Poipole, Wooper, and Quagsire? Oh, I should be adding the Shiny Poipole. That I should do, Serpandage. But Wooper and Quagsire, they didn't give them to me. That's why. They didn't give them to me. I actually should be emailing them about that. They didn't give me the Shiny Poipole. No, the Shiny Poipole they did. They didn't give me Woopers, Quagsires, or the Golden Tapus. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those are the ones that are missing. So once again, my opponent needed to KO with this guy. By promoting the Blacephalon, he just gifted me the game. Like, literally went, hello, here, win. I am tired of this game. Just go ahead and win, opponent. Okay, so all I need to do is to Hydro Pump, and that will be the game. Perfect. I mean, this should be a good matchup. No matter what. But I feel like my opponent definitely played it very suboptimally, especially towards the end. He had a good start, right? With that double custom catcher, he set me very far behind. But then he actually didn't take advantage of the great situation he was in. So, oh well. So, dear Pokemon, please give me shiny cards. Wooper, Shiny Wooper, Quagsire, and the Golden Tapu GXs are still missing from the Hidden Fates reprint sets. Thank you so much in advance for your help with these cards. No rush whatsoever. Thanks. No rush whatsoever to add them. It's purely for no rush whatsoever to add them. Thanks. Sincerely. Oops. Sincerely, Pablo, aka Tablemon. There we go. Okay. So the email has been sent. Not rude. Like they forgot all the shiny cards. They gave me like Articuno Zapdos Moltres. They gave me the Charizard GX. They gave me all the new cards. But since all of the shiny cards are alternate arts, they didn't give me any of them. So I emailed them requesting them, and they added most of them. Right, like I have Malamars, I have Buzzles, Lycanrocs, etc. But those are missing. How many bits would one need to donate for you to end with pesos instead of sincerely? I mean, a decent amount. A decent amount. But there is an amount. What's your offer, Sir Pandage? What's your offer? Sincerely, the goat himself. Thank you. That's right, Jedi. I forgot. I'll mention that in the next email. Yeah, I'll mention that in the next email. Okay, so we're up against Malamar. 350. Probably need a little bit more than that. Probably need a little bit more than that. Okay. So, custom catchers are not great. Reading away Viridian seems better than the water, I feel. I'm gonna Cynthia. Definitely gonna Cynthia here. I feel like I should custom catcher. I think maybe my win condition, because that probably delays him a turn of attacking. So actually, yeah, let's just Lily. I think my win condition is Magikarp and Whaler tag team. I feel like that might be my win condition here. So yeah, I'll grab. I feel like grabbing this guy is good. Yeah, I like grabbing that guy because that's the most susceptible Pokemon to the spell tags. And then I will ram. 150 budget, Franco. Oh, that's tight. I mean, that should easily get you Green's Reshisard. That should easily get you Pikarom. Well, I guess Pikarom not so easily, but Green's Reshisard, Pikarom, those are good options. Mewtwo, Mew probably outside of the budget. Blacephalon is definitely within that budget, but it's susceptible to the thing. Susceptible to. Oh boy, I can't speak today. Susceptible to Tapu Fini. Yeah, Tapu Fini is the issue. Okay. Okay. Okay, so there's Giratina getting powered up. I think not having access to Jirachi this turn was really good. I think that play delayed my opponent. Giratina Garchomp, yeah, it's just I don't recommend that deck. But yeah, Giratina Garchomp. Malamar would also be within that budget. Okay, so pretty decent here. I mean, Pokecom for Quagsire is okay, but not the best. Definitely want to Viridian Forest away energy, right? For energy. It's just if I trade a Malamar for a Quagsire for an Inkay, that sets me back. right, a turn. And that's what has me a little iffy about this. Oof, what a hand. I think I'm just gonna dead it change here. It's rough. The energies in the discard pile is not bad, but I really needed like a better setup here. I generally don't think I need to KO. Okay, so there's a Poipole. Magic Urban Wailord is in there. Magic Urban Wailord is in fact in there. So do I go for the KO? That completely resets my energies. That's what I don't like. That is what I don't like. That completely resets my energies. So I feel like I just ram here again. Or is it better to retreat into this guy to buy a turn? Because I don't mind giving up 2 prizes, right? And I'm gonna lose the energy anyways, whether the Whooper goes down or whether I retreat. So 4 energies in the discard pile. We'll see. We'll see if I can pull it off. Jirachi's like 25. Yeah, Robin Hood. So maybe Malamar not a great idea unless you're planning on running it with like only 1, maybe 2. Okay, so there's Psychic. There's the Martial Machamp. This all goes away if my opponent just benches a Mew though. This just immediately goes away if my opponent benches a Mew. If he sees this coming and he benches a Mew, then we are in trouble. Which could honestly very easily happen. Right? Like what else would you bench in this spot? Malamar, that's fine. Next turn, if I find another Nag, I will have 5 energies. So if I can find the escape board, I'd be very close. He might be listening indeed. Hopefully not. So there's the Shadow Impact. I survive a turn, which is nice. Yeah, he puts the damage under, so maybe I can use a Keldeo to clean up this guy. Speaking of. But I have plenty of Keldeo, so I'm just gonna get rid of that guy. Yeah. I have a custom catcher prized, so that's not great. I'll spread my energy around. And there's the escape board. So now I'm just missing the Wailord. Now I am actually just missing the Wailord to be able to pull it off next turn. So I feel like I can discard the Poipole. Because this is potentially good for Viridian fodder, but also to potentially thin my hand as well. So I'll do that. Okay. Oh no, not that. That. Okay, so I have 5 energies now, right? Yeah, I have 5 energy total. So if I can find the Wailord next turn, I can pull this off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because I get double charging up, 6, 7, and then the attachment for turn guaranteed, 8. But that's so obvious though. That is so obvious. Will my opponent fall for it? I feel like this is the only strategy to beat Malamar. Hold the treasure, because it could give me a Pokemon for Pokecom as well. Yeah. Oh no. No. Please get a Malamar. Yes. Yes. He's falling for it. He's falling for it. Let's go. Well, I mean, I discard a Pokemon, right? So, oh no. Yes. He's falling for it. He's falling for it. Well, I can take not yet, right? Not yet. It'd be so sad if he just goes bench Mew, Lily or something. Please use Distortion Door. Yes, yes. We did it. We did it. We did it. And then I'm feeling pretty confident after eliminating 3 Malamars that we can win the game. So yeah, I mean, I discarded a Pokemon to instead of the treasure, so we had the combo with Pokegum anyways, right? I mean, this all depends on finding a supporter, right? Off of the Pokegear. So there are 2 Lilies and 3 Cynthias left, so 5 supporters. Not like any prizes notwithstanding, right? Spell tag. Imagine if this guy had attacked 3 times and he had 10 HP, we would get like 5 prizes in 1 turn. That would be insane. That would actually be insane. Okay, so I need to promote a free retreater. So definitely this guy. Well, a free retreater after the escape word. That's not it though. That's not the one. That's not the card we want. I'm nervous now. I am nervous. We have 2 Pokecoms left. So I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I definitely have more energy left in the deck, so I'm gonna get rid of energy for energy. Magikarp and Wailord, 1 Pokegum. Oof. So we don't have the greatest odds. Okay, so we find Cynthia. We're just gonna go ahead and Cynthia here. Chun chun chun. Can we pull it off, guys? Yes, we can. We even just get this guy raw. Yes, we can. 4 prizes in 1 turn. That is pretty cool. And then we can just safely retreat. And then we can very safely just retreat here. And there we go. Washout 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do I want a Pokegum for another Quag? Yes. Yes, I do. Because it protects me from... Well, it helps with a potential reset stamping coming here. Because it gets rid of a card. 2 cards, because I get to evolve as well. Alright. Towering Splash time. Goodbye, Malamars. Goodbye, Jirachi. Thank you so much for participating, but you are no longer required. That was pretty... We've had some epic moments today with the GX attacks. Cernia GX completely healing and getting a KO, and then on a Mewtwo, and then now this. And both have been against Malamar. So my opponent says well played. We'll say well played back, because even if our thing goes down, we're still fine. No custom from prizes indeed. Not the end of the world though. I feel like we're very far ahead here. Uh-oh. No, that doesn't matter. That guy definitely doesn't matter. I mean, it's annoying to deal with. Seeing how bad Mal is, Robin. Yeah, so that's why when you asked for the budget, or when Franco asked for the budget, I definitely do not recommend Malamar. Yeah, definitely do not recommend Malamar. Not a great option. Oof. Okay. So a bunch of spell tags. We're gonna get hit for 130. Well, no, we're actually gonna get custom. Oh no, custom catcher for 1. That's fine. So the biggest issue for my opponent is that we get a prize card this turn, right? And then we're down to 1, and we have so many energy in play that even retreating is not a big deal. Even retreating is not a big deal. So we just want to make our deck as thin as possible. We get shadow impacted. There's no reason to attack with this guy, right? Absolutely no reason. We also kind of want to spread the energies around. So, okay, let's definitely go ahead and Viridian Forest away the Viridian Forest, right? Just grab the water. And then we're gonna go and retreat into a Quag, right? 4 energies, not a big deal. We get 2 of them back. We get 2 of them back. And we have a 50-50 chance at finding our custom catcher, which would definitely be the game, right? And then let's wash out from this guy. 1, 2, 3. So that we can attack. And then I'll go ahead and attach energy. And then I'll burn the Pokegum, sure. Putting back Quag. And grabbing Keldeo, I guess, to further show my opponent that I have tools against the Giratina. And then we'll Hydro Pump for the KO. And the 4 damage counters do not matter. There's no way my opponent can get 4 prizes in 1 turn with no Malamars, right? If he had Malamars, not even. He would need like SP and Deoxys and 2 turns to power that up. So we're perfectly okay here. 50-50 chance. We flip heads on that coin flip. We flip heads on that coin flip, and it seems like this is as good as done. There's the Mew. There's the Mew. My opponent never saw it coming then. Like, this wouldn't work in 2 games, right? In game 2, the first thing my opponent would do would be bench the Mew. Or at some point. Which would then allow us to target it with a custom catcher, right? And then try to pull it off. But it would be much harder. I guess this was a learning experience for my opponent, right? Next time he knows he's up against Quacknag, he'll probably try to protect his bench a little bit better. Probably, right? No guarantees, but probably. And yeah, like the custom catcher just means we are not threatened by... oh, never mind. Reset Stamp is annoying. Reset Stamp is actually very, very annoying here. Do you see this deck as a response to all the fire? No. No, this deck, I don't think it's that great. It feels a little unreliable. Like, it's fun, but I don't think it's a great response to all the fire, Atlanta Jeff. I don't think so. Always a lady of the Fierro Viejo, indeed. She's always here. Okay, now it's looking a little bit scarier. Now it's actually looking a little bit scarier. So my opponent has custom catcher. Wow. Now it's looking a little bit scarier for sure. Because we lose this guy. How many CCs he down? Custom catcher 0. Oh no, 2. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oof. What a top deck. What a top deck. Ericas is better than the others. I mean, I could just variant this and then it's the same. So let's do that. I'll variant first with the Quag. Ooh, if my opponent has double custom catcher, we lose. Unless I draw double custom catcher this turn. Which, yeah, I was not expecting to happen. Uh-oh. Will my opponent actually be able to win even after we got 4 prizes in 1 turn? Okay, so who do I attack with? I feel like it's Quack, right? Has to be Quack. He has like, he's gonna have to retreat. right? He's gonna have to retreat next turn to not lose. Unless he has a double custom catcher already. Double custom catcher? I honestly think my opponent has it. Oh no! We get reset stamped again. Alex, that's pretty cool. Have I considered the Hail Prison Curium in this deck? Your best friend? I have not. Yeah. I have not considered that because I am playing the list that did well at the DC Open, yeah, a few weeks ago. Definitely seems like a good inclusion though. That and what's the word? That and Volcanion Prism Star definitely seem like good options to have. Yeah. Okay. So goes for the Lily. You have to imagine my opponent checked for the custom catchers, right? So that's gonna be the game. Whew, that was close. Wow, my opponent actually beat us. My opponent actually beat us because of the double reset stamp. Yep, GG to my opponent. GG to my opponent. Wow. Very nice. Very, very nice. I thought we had it in the bag after that towering splash, but we actually got completely wrecked afterwards. Yeah, missing that. Like, I mean, it was impossible for us to bypass the GGGX at that point. Yeah, so GG to my opponent. Very well played. To not get like super desperate after that happened. Okay, so I just got the email back that I have the cards now. So let's make the changes, the shiny changes. I don't know if they got updated immediately or if I have to turn off and like restart the game. I probably have to. Look, okay, so Poipole. Yeah, there's a shiny Poipole. That's not the one that checks the prices though. But it's fine. Shiny trumps the quality of attacks, right? And then the Wooper, yeah, I need to restart to fight to get the shiny Wooper and shiny Quagsire. So I'll do that afterwards, yeah? Oh, I also have non-full art Tetene. What am I doing? What am I doing? Not sticking to my style. Wait, what? Oh no, I don't want 4 Tetenes. I just want 1 Tetene. Stamp is a good card. It is a good card. It is a good card, but I feel like we made the better decision on than our opponent, right? Because he didn't expect the GX attack, and the only reason we lost is because of the stamp, right? So I feel like, I don't know, I feel like this is gonna happen more often, to me at least. Like, I'm gonna be ahead in the game, and then with the stamp, they'll make a comeback on me, rather than me being ahead or me being behind and needing stamp to make a comeback. But that's just me. I personally don't like reset stamp very, very much. Yeah. But anyways, guys, that will be all for QUAGNAG. I think what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do the 10 wins. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing the World Champion deck as it won Worlds, and we're gonna play until we get to 10 wins. So don't go anywhere. I will be right back in just a second.